1. Who was David's first wife? A. Abigail. B. Michal. C. Bathsheba. D. Esther. Now Saul's daughter Michal loved David, and they told Saul, and the thing pleased him. Saul thought, let me give her to him, that she may be a snare for him, and that the hand of the Philistines may be against him. Therefore Saul said to David a second time, you shall now be my son-in-law. 1 Samuel 18:20-21. 2. What did those who pay regard to vain idols forsake? According to Jonah, A. Hope of steadfast love. B. Sacrifice to God. C. Place of refuge. D. The true God. Those who pay regard to vain idols forsake their hope of steadfast love. Jonah 2:8. 3. What did Paul ask Titus to do so that the Cretans can be sound in the faith? A. Study the scriptures. B. Rebuke them sharply. C. Exhort them. D. Try to endure their negligence. This testimony is true. Therefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. Titus 1:13. 4. To whom was Spurgeon written? A. Elect lady. B. Demetrius. C. Diotrephes. D. Gaius. The elder to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in truth. 3 John 1:5. Who left everything behind and followed Jesus when he was called? A. Matthew. Levi. B. Mark. C. Luke. D. Rich young man. After this he went out and saw a tax collector named Levi, sitting at the tax booth, and he said to him, follow me, and leaving everything, he rose and followed him. Luke 5:27-28. 6. Which bird did Noah let out of the ark for the second time? A. Eagle. B. Raven. C. Stork. D. Dove. And sent forth a raven. It went to and fro until the waters were dried up from the earth. Then he sent forth a dove from him, to see if the waters had subsided from the face of the ground. Genesis 8:7-8. 7. Who wrote the book of Lamentations? A. Jeremiah. B. Esther. C. David. D. Jonah. There is no internal proof that Lamentations were written by Jeremiah. 8. Who made the bitter water of Marah drinkable, and how was this done? A. Elisha poured flour into the water. B. Moses threw a log into the water sea. Elijah prayed for a long time at the coast D. Naaman bathed in it. And the people grumbled against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?" And he cried to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a log, and he threw it into the water, and the water became sweet. There the Lord made for them a statute and a rule, and there he tested them. Exodus 15:24-25, 9. According to Psalm 118, it is better to take refuge in the Lord than fill in the blank. A. To trust in man. B. To trust in money. C. To visit congregations. D. To go fishing. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in man. Psalm 118:8, 10. Who built the first city? A. Adam. B. Abel. C. Cain. D. Lamech. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. When he built a city, he called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch. Genesis 4:17-11. Who went to Jesus during the night? A. Peter. B. Joseph. C. Herod. D. Nicodemus. Nicodemus also, who earlier had come to Jesus by night, came bringing a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 75 pounds in weight. John 19:39-12. They cast lots for it, as they didn't want to tear it. A. Jeremiah's belt. B. Joseph's clothing. C. Samuel's clothing. D. Jesus' clothing. When the soldiers had crucified Jesus, they took his garments and divided them into 4 parts, 1 part for each soldier, also his tunic. But the tunic was seamless, woven in one piece from top to bottom. So they said to one another, "Let us not tear it, but cast lots for it, to see whose it shall be." This was to fulfill the scripture which says, John 19:23-24-13. Which young man ran away naked after Jesus was captured? A. Matthew. B. Peter. C. John. D. Not known. Not known, as the Bible does not make a direct reference. 14. By whom was a person resurrected who then sneezed? A. Samuel. B. Elisha. C. Elijah. D. Peter. When Elisha came into the house, he saw the child lying dead on his bed. So he went in and shut the door behind the two of them and prayed to the Lord. Then he got up again, and walked once back and forth in the house, and went up and stretched himself upon him. The child sneezed 7 times, and the child opened his eyes. 2 Kings 4:30-35. 15. In Leviticus, the Lord commanded the Israelites to leave the remains of their harvest for the A. servants, B. poor and sojourner, C. kings, D. priests. And when you reap the harvest of your land, you shall not reap your field right up to its edge, nor shall you gather the gleanings after your harvest. You shall leave them for the poor and for the sojourner. I am the Lord your God. Leviticus 23:22.